right, so we're in our second lesson of this week. We're going through some tricky problem in stats, still stats, I'll write down below which question I'd like you to do, and as I go in with the guys over here, I can see what's a bit more difficult and where you need a little bit of extra help. So we are now in page 243, question G. So do me a favor now, pause me, read through it, do it as much as you can, and then listen to the answer as we solve it here. So, yes, we've just, pause me now, I'm not going to go anywhere, just make sure you try it first. Right, so I'm drawing Brock's and whiskers. For the maths, it shouldn't be a problem, okay, they give you all the information. For the science, he was given, all the information was given, but in a funny way. So we were told the minimum is 30, but we didn't know what the maximum is. But we know that the range is 55. Well, the range is the maximum minus the minimum. So if we know the minimum is 30, we know the maximum must be 85. The median, Q2, we were told is 55. And we were also told that Q3, the upper quartile is 70. But we're not told what Q1 is. Okay? However, we're told what's the interquartile range. IQR is, they tell us, is 30. And what is IQR? Okay, that's Q3 minus Q1. Okay? Right, Phoebe? Okay? So I know this is 30, and I know that Q30 is 70. Okay? So it's a simple rearranging here. Q1 must be 40. That's how I figure out. Okay? Right? So that is about that. Okay? Did I get the rest right? Did that look right? Yeah. Okay, so let's think together about this question. I'm reading part 2. The teacher argues that the number of learners who scored between 30 and 45, in maths is smaller than the number who scored between 30 and 55 in science. Does she have a valid argument? Explain. Okay, I want to hear what you guys think. I'll pause you. Okay. So it's a tough one. It really, this whole question is quite tough. I like it. It's a bit different. So we need to think about what is this 30 and 45. 30 and 45 in maths. And then 30 and 55 in maths. Can you see any kind of similarity? Look at the board here, guys. Okay. 30 and 45 in maths, and 30 and 55 in science. That's basically all the kids who got up to the median, isn't it? Okay, so let's just leave science for a second. Okay, 30 is the lowest mark, 45 is the median. Now, from the definition of the median is the person who got, is the middle value. How many, if I know altogether I had how many learners I had here? 60 learners, okay? I had 60 learners, okay? How many learners got between 30 to 45 in maths? How many learners? If 45 is the median, that's the middle value, and I had 60 kids, how many of them got between the lowest mark and the median? Half of the kids, right? So how many learners? 30. So there's 30 learners. 30 learners got between 30 and 45. That's the definition of the median. Median is like, you take all the values, put them in order, the middle value. Half the people get below the median. If you got the median value, that means half the kids got below you. Okay, so if 30 people got below 45, between 30 and 45. Now here, okay, we're looking at how many kids between 30 and 55. Okay? Bear with me. How many kids? Again, 55 is the median. So how many kids got between 30 and 55? Which is how many kids? 30. Okay? So 30 kids got between 30 and 55 in science, and 30 kids got 30 to 45 in maths. Okay? So obviously the teacher is wrong, because what did she say? The teacher argued that the number of learners who scored between 30 and 45 is smaller than... No, it is exactly the same number. It's a tough question, isn't it? And explaining in a test must be difficult. So the answer is no. Okay? And to explain it, you need to say, because 45 is the median in maths, that means half the people, which is 30 kids, got between 30 and 45. And for science, it's the same thing. 55 is the median, so 30 people, which is half the group, got between 30 to 55. Yeah, that's a really, really good question. Okay, not easy at all. Okay, so hopefully you guys have also got that. I'll pause you here until we get to another difficult question. Right, so the next kind of class of questions is where you have to change a mean. Okay, so this is I. So look at I in page 243. The mean height of a class of 30 learner is 164. A new boy of a height 148 joins the class. Calculate the mean height of the class. Now, the new mean. So, to calculate a mean, we need to add up the heights of all. Oh, shouldn't really have that one. Can't really see my mouth. That's better. Okay. So to calculate a mean, I need to kind of add up all the heights of all the different people and divide by the new number, which is 31. Okay, but I only know the height of the new boy, 148. I don't know the height of the other guys. But actually, I don't need it. Because can you think about a possibility of classes, the heights of 30 people if their mean is 164? The easiest one will be to say, okay, let's say everyone is 164. Okay, so you have a class with all of them, 30 people, the height is 164. Okay, so the new mean will be, I'm adding 164, 164, 164 for these three people, so it's going to be 30 times 164 plus the new boy, which is 148, okay? And then you divide it by the new number of people, which is 31. Okay, so I don't actually need to know the height of each one of the people. I just multiply 30 by 164. And then I get, I need some help here. What do you?
30.
Or I. We'll do it again.
163,48.
163,48. So two decimal places, which we normally work with. Okay. So obviously you lower the mean. Okay. So what I'd like you to do now is do J and K. Okay, J is pretty much the same. K is a little bit different, but I'm sure you'll figure out. Check out the memo and let me know if you don't get it. And then think about M. So have a go at M. Okay, I'll wait a little bit more for people here to have a go at it, but it's a tough one. I will go over it again. Okay, here a bit. Okay, so I think that the guys here say maybe I should go over K a little bit. So we've got two classes. Okay, 27 learners with the mean weight is 62, and then another 30 learners with the mean weight is 59 kilogram. What's the mean of weight together? So again, I don't know the weight of each one member in the class, but I know that there's 27 kids and the mean is 62. So just kind of like I did with these frequency interval classes, I'll do 27 times 62. And then I'm adding the other class, there's 30 learners there, and the mean is 59. And then I'm dividing by the number of total pupils, which is 27 plus 30, 57. Okay, so that's about that, not too difficult. The tricky one is M. Consider the following set of data values. X, 2x minus 1, 2x, 2x plus 2, and 3x minus 1. Now what they should have told you here as well is this is ordered. So that means x is the lowest, a bit higher, a bit higher, a bit higher, and a bit higher. They should have said that. Okay? The interquartile range is 6, determine x. So that's the determine x kind of question. We had some determine x in earlier lessons, but this is a different level. So, any ideas? Not sure. Okay. Anna, you? No. Okay. So, let me get you started. If this is ordered, which one is the median? Which one is Q2?
2x.
Second?
2x.
2x. That's a Q2. You can see it's dead in the middle, right? Okay, I've got 5 values. Okay, so 5 plus 1 divided by 2, if you want to do that, is 3. So it's the third value. But you can really see that's the middle value, okay? Which one is Q1? Which value?
X and 2x minus 1.
Okay. Alright, yeah.
You have to add them together and divide by.
Yeah, you're right. You're actually right. You're right. Yeah, it's in the
If you
middle,
divide
it's
by
in
2,
between.
take the x
Yeah,
off.
yeah. No, you're right. Okay. So once we take out the Q2, okay, the Q1 is going to be between those two. Okay? No, that's wrong. Okay, so that's Q1. Okay? I made a mistake when I did it by myself. I thought it was that. Obviously, it's not. Okay? So what is Q1? Okay? Is take the first half, everything below Q2, not including, should include Q2, and then find the median there. Well, that's between those two values. Okay? Which we might going to stuff us, but anyway. What is Q3? The same way, Q3 is going to be here, between those two values, right? Okay? Because I'm taking that out, I'm looking at the median between these two. Now, let's actually find out the value of Q1. You'll see why we need it. Okay, so Q1 is going to be x plus 2x minus 1 divided by 2. Okay, so that's how we're finding the mean between those. We just add them up, divide them by 2. And that is 3x minus 1 divided by 2. We'll leave it like that, okay? That's Q1. Okay? Q3, okay, the same way, will be 2x plus 2 plus 3x minus 1 divided by 2, which is 5x minus 1 divided by 2. Okay, we'll be right. We have that. Okay, so that's Q3. Now, what are they telling us? They're telling us that interquartile range is 6. Okay, IQR is 6. But what is IQR? What's the definition of the interquartile range?
There's a positive one. 5x plus
Yes, you're right. 5x plus 1 divided by 2. So guys, what is the interquartile range? We did the same thing in that question G, which was a bit difficult. What's the definition of interquartile range? If the range is the maximum minus the minimum, then the interquartile range is also something big minus something small. But it's not the maximum minus the minimum, it's the Q3 minus Q1. Okay, that's the thing, you can't remember, okay? You can't forget it. Q3 minus Q1. Okay? It's the difference between the boxes, between the top bit of the box and the minimum bit of the box. Okay? In the box in whiskers. Does that make sense? Maybe? Okay? You've got Q1, Q2, Q3. This is the median. The range is the distance between the maximum and the minimum. The interquartile range is exactly that. It's the difference between the lower and the upper quartile. Okay? So now I know that 6 equal Q3 minus Q1. So I've got an equation. 5x plus 1 divided by 2 minus Q1, which is 3x minus 1 divided by 2. Okay? And then we can solve. Okay? It's not a problem to solve. You guys can write that. I'm just going to keep that. And I'll write the answer here. Okay, 6 equal divided by 2. I'll put them all together because they divide by 2. 5x plus 1 minus brackets. I have to have that bracket. That will be a common mistake for a lot of people. I have to keep these brackets. Time it by 2. 12 equals 5x plus 1 minus 3x plus 1. Okay? Now I'll write the solution here. I've got 8x plus 2 equal 12 minus 2, 8x equal 10. X equal 5 over 4. Okay? Right? So that's a good kind of difficult question. You know, like the top end question. There you have to use a bit of algebra. So, digest it. Okay? Let me know if you guys have any questions and I'll answer them here for everyone. Anyway, if there's no more questions, that's probably it. Okay? For you guys, next lesson, I'm going to do some trig with you. Okay, so these guys didn't have any question. If you do, please WhatsApp me. Basically, what we're going to do now, we've got the test next Thursday. Stats, pure stats. But we're not going to just revise now for another, 5-6 days or whatever. What we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of trig functions. Okay? So I'm going to see you again. We're going to start already tomorrow on, what is tomorrow? Wednesday. I'm going to start doing some trig with you. So probably Wednesday, Thursday, I will do trig with you. And I will post lessons and I will do for you live. And then Monday we're not here. Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm probably going to get you some revision in stats. So instead of doing more stats now and then going for trig, I'll pause stats for now and we'll do a bit of revision on Tuesday, Wednesday, or maybe just Wednesday. We'll see. But as I did already for the guys in OneNote, I'm going to give you now, if you want, tests, old test paper. If you want to really start them over the weekend, you've got a long weekend, so you can start that now, okay? And you guys at home also can do the same. You know, if you want to start that test that I'm going to put in, you can, okay? Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow for more trig.